Good morning from the trails. Testing the narrow handlebar today. So this is Richie's 40 centimeter and 12 degree flare handlebar. Originally the bike came with Eastern's 42 centimeters with 16 degree flare handlebar, which was too wide for me.
Well, let me share my thoughts on wide versus narrow handlebars for gravel bikes while we roll through one of my favorite trails right here in our backyard. So my bike originally came with a 42 centimeter Eastern handlebar on a size 54 frame. It had a 16 degree flare. At first, I actually started getting some elbow pain. The flare naturally angled the hoods inward, and that messed up with my wrist and elbow alignment. Eventually, I adjusted the hoods to sit a bit straighter, and that helped a lot. But to be honest, I really used the drops. The flare made it feel awkward, like my hands and elbow weren't where they were supposed to be. That said, the wider drop did give a bit more confidence, especially on those tricky descents. After some research, I decided to try something narrower, something like 40 centimeter, just like what I use on my road bike. But I didn't want to go with a traditional road bar. I had my eyes on Zip Service Course SL70 Explore handlebar, quite a mouthful. It got a shallow drop and a sweet 12 degree flare. But for an alloy bar, it was a bit pricey. That's when I found the Ritchie RL1 Bakuno. Excuse my pronunciation for that specific word, which was very similar specs, minus the or the ergo top you call it, which I didn't really care about. As soon as I installed it, I could feel the difference. My upper body opened up. I felt more centered on the bike, and the overall position just felt right. Like with any new component, I had to tweak things a bit. Some adjustments before and during the ride. But now I feel totally dialed in. Now about those wider bars. Look, I know a lot of folks who swear by them. And honestly, it comes down to preference. If you are coming from a MTB or even a road bike, I would say try going wider at first. It gives you a more leverage and control, especially if you pair it with a shorter stem. If you are also floating in that in-between zone, I hope this content helped. Ride safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.
So here we are on the Gucci gravel of Asola. Let me take you for a ride. Ricky is leading the way. Butterflies.